Okay, break shot, low, touch of right spin, watch the cue ball's reaction, very important. You can see cue ball's reaction, I hit that one to full. I saw that right away because with this type of break format, what I'm trying to do is come into the rail and then back to the center of the table, and the cue ball went straight back. So I immediately know, well, I just hit that a bit too full. So next time I'm trying to cut it a bit thinner. So this is very, very important. Always focus on the cue ball's reaction after the break. So I don't really mind what the balls are doing as long as I'm hitting the cue ball and the one ball in the spot where I've intended to. Okay, so yeah, we have an aggressive option here, but it's really, really difficult, especially because the 9-ball is blocking the path a bit. So if I would be in a real match, which is basically what I'm trying to do whenever I'm practicing 9-ball, would I actually take that on the very first shot where I'm still a bit shaky? I don't think so. This is why I think I have to play safety, send the 1-ball down here and use the 7-ball as a blocker. Which could basically just be a stop shot, I think. This is nice. If the 1-ball doesn't come out too far. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good enough. So yes, especially in the beginning of matches, I don't want to risk anything too crazy, too dangerous, because this was missable, position wasn't guaranteed. So I'm playing very, very conservative at the beginning of a match to gain some confidence. And I think I actually left a tiny window open on this one, but it's really difficult to get the resave. So here, let's try to just focus on might send the 1-ball to the short rail and bend back towards here. Might use the 9-ball to slow the cue ball down, might even get a safety. But I think I have to curve it a bit, or use just a tad of left spin to avoid that 7-ball. You can see caught it a bit too thin, but this was still good enough. The 1-ball is in a safe place, but of course it's bankable right now, but at least I didn't leave a clear shot on the 1-ball. And I had a very, very good chance to avoid the foul and to get even a better safety or to tie things up here. So big question, should I go for the bank shot? I think this is a golden opportunity to go for the bank shot. Just trying to avoid that free ball. Don't want to run into that free ball. Go for the bank. Might, if I miss it, might have even a safety shot. But I'm not thinking about what happens if I might miss it. Now on this type of bank shot, I'm going all in for the bank and not trying to change my speed or the spin on the cue ball just to get a kind of safety out of the shot. And I made it. Was close, but I made it. Okay, now we're in the balls. Just a bit tricky from the 2 to the 3. So what you could do is play high with some left spin, come out like this. It's a bit tricky, this one becomes missable. You could also go 2 rails around that 3-ball. I think this is what I'm going to do. I think I'm even going for here, because that way I don't have to manipulate the cue ball a lot. This is the most natural path. Just a trace of right spin. You can see very, very nice. Good speed. Even though my window for position was a bit smaller, this is also what I taught you in one of my recent videos, that sometimes neglect some positional play principles if you higher your chances of making the shot and making the shot just a tad easier. Big question, 6-ball goes into the side. This is very important because if I get the wrong angle on the 5-ball, then I have a plan B. So this is just center trace of left spin. And yes, got the wrong angle on the 5, tried to get straight. This is okay. Now I think if I'm rolling it in, can I avoid that 7-ball? Probably, yes. So it would be nice to even hold it here. I don't want to get straight on that 6-ball. So I'm just trying to slow roll it in. Just center. avoided the 7 ball, didn't get straight, couldn't hold it here. That would have been really, really difficult. Now, gotta be accurate, just trying to stun out. Low on the cue ball, actually trying to draw out a bit. Yeah, I didn't really trust myself to put any more speed on the ball. This is why I came too short, and all of a sudden this becomes a horrible situation. I think the problem started with the 5 ball here, to the 5 ball, where I just had a tad too much angle. This made things difficult, and now we have to come up with a big shot. Here, if I'm having a difficult shot, I sometimes try to neglect my position play a bit and my cue ball control a bit and just estimate an area where the cue ball is going to go, because I want to play it with my feel-good speed and my feel-good spin. And if I know I have some kind of shot on the 8 ball, then I'm happy enough. So I'm not trying to do too much on those difficult shots. And this really is a difficult shot. I don't even know if I should have attempted into here. I think I have a better chance to attempt it into here, because the cut is a bit easier. So just trying to play it in, 2 rails with the cue ball, but just focus on making the shot. Big shot coming up. Imagine you are in a real match and you left yourself, even if it's the first rack, but if you left yourself that shot, you know, if I make the shot, I go up 1-0. I give myself a good feeling, start the match very, very good. If I miss it, my opponent has a good feeling, starts the match very, very well. And you are sitting on your chair, thinking about what went wrong. And that way, if you pull it off and finish the job, you kind of forget that you struggled a bit, which I basically did here. But yeah, pretty okay start into the first rack. Very, very interesting. So if you want to do the same, I would suggest, depending on your skill level, maybe do it with 6 balls instead of 9 balls, because you also want to have the chance to actually run out, have some more space on the table. If you're a more advanced player, do it with 9 balls, with 10 balls, with 11 balls, 12 balls, because this makes things so much more difficult the more balls you have on the table. But I like to do it actually, if I'm playing 9 ball, of course, I'm doing it with 9 balls.